Welcome back to the Executive Education Alliance. I'm Ryan Draving, and today we're going to look at some extensions that will allow you to trick out your Google Chrome browser, make it really helpful for doing your internet marketing and just generally navigating the web in a way that is efficient and effective when you're doing research. So let's take a look and see what some of the plugins are that I'm going to show you how to get. So one of them is Mozbar. Now if you have a premium SEO Moz account, this is an excellent tool, but that's $99 a month. The ones that I want to show you, if you don't have that, are PageRank. So this is very simple, just shows you the page rank of any page that you're on. So let's go to Unbounce, and it says Unbounce's PageRank is a 5. Now PageRank is a bit of an entertainment factor in addition to helping you judge the value of a website or a web page that you're on. So this is Google's rank of authority for any particular page, but this is not really the number they use for their algorithm to determine which pages to rank on search engines, on their search engine. This is really just a factor for the general public to see approximately what do they think is the value of a specific web page. So not something you can trust in general entirely when you're doing your SEO, but very helpful for deciding whether or not you can trust a site enough to buy from it, and also whether or not a particular page has even received any traction from Google if you're trying to get links for your link building campaign. So that's an excellent tool to plug in. I also recommend Bitly. Bitly's URL shortener, you can go to bitly.com and plug that in, but it's much easier because on Bitly it allows you to shorten any URL, for example, for posting to Twitter or in blogs, anything like that, where it's not just a linked bit of text, you're actually using the link itself. Instantly, I click on this, it automatically generates the short URL. In fact, I can even just go ahead and post this whole thing to Twitter. It gives me the title of the page as well. So you can see Unbounce has put together a nice title that really is self-explanatory. Many pages won't have that. Unbounce is an excellent site, one of my favorite services out there for creating landing pages. My favorite one for landing pages and one of my favorites in general. And I definitely recommend using them and taking a look. We'll be training you in other videos on how to use Unbounced for your paid search campaigns and other marketing campaigns, but for right now we're just using this as an example of a page that you can use. So clip to Evernote. Evernote is an excellent tool for gathering notes that you find all across the web and storing them and saving them in one place. So if we click on this and sign in, you can actually just clip and add notes to this URL or some of the text specifically on the page. So Evernote's great for that. This is a tool that I like, which allows me to print specific pieces of the page but not everything. It makes it easier to read often coming out of the printer, and it also saves paper to help conserve that and make a better environmental or have a lower environmental footprint. So you can get rid of various images that you don't want. It already has simplified it down. Now it's not always perfectly legible on a page like Unbounce's. It's really a rich arrangement of graphics and text, so it's not always going to come out perfectly, but you can pick and choose what sections you want to get rid of before you print. Generally I'll just get rid of one or two, if any, before I print. It saves paper and makes things easier to read once you print them out. Then we have the Executive Education Alliance toolbars. That one you've already seen how it works, but if I show the toolbar, there it is. That's an obvious plugin that we show elsewhere throughout the program. Then we have the SEO Site Tools plugin. That's the extension that allows you to go ahead and see a whole set of deeper data about any particular website page especially when you're running SEO comparisons, competitive research, and even analyzing your own website. Very helpful to take a look and see what other websites that you're trying to get links from have in terms of their the number of links coming in and how well indexed they are, how many pages are indexed, etc. When I'm looking at the number of links going into a website, unique domains linking in is a good factor to take a look at. It doesn't tell you everything, but it is helpful. And then SEMrush is a nice tool for websites that have some serious traction. And you can see, okay, well, if they were to sell advertising and use this site purely to generate advertising revenue, what kind of ad revenue might they be able to get? And SEMrush is saying that on a monthly basis, they might even be able to get $20,000. of advertising revenue. So that's a general overview there. If you look at page elements, again, you get to see deeper information about what's going on in their meta tags. Now, they don't have meta keywords because those really aren't necessary anymore. But the meta description is important, and they do a good job with it. You can see other information too about social media, so how many people are reacting on social media sites. This is a very cool tool. And again, all of this is free. If you want to go ahead and get an easy way to post up to Pinterest, if you're using Pinterest, I do recommend it. It's excellent for finding, for me, I like to use it for finding infographics. If you don't know what infographics are, go ahead to Pinterest and search for an infographic along with the word, for example, e-learning, which is something that obviously we are heavy into, or whatever is your personal interest, and you'll find a number of infographics. But if I click on this Pinterest icon here, I can post up any image on this page and pin it to my Pinterest account. So for example, how to use PPC landing pages. This is an infographic right here. I can pin that all up very quickly and easily without having to have it in my standard bookmarks bar. And then there's another one here that is, I can go ahead and cancel this pin. Another one, this one is excellent if you find yourself getting distracted online. This is called Stay Focused. What this does is allow you to block a site for an entire day, block it always. You can go to the advanced options and allow entire sites or get rid of entire sites. The best place to use this though is going into the settings. You can choose how much time you want to be allowed to spend on blocked sites on your list each day. So if I set this, for example, to 60 minutes, then yes, I could go around and browse on, for example, YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. That's more of a play type site for me. Now, unfortunately for me as an internet marketer, I need to go on all of those sites for work often as well. But in general, if you're doing specific types of work and you don't need a lot of the sites that you find yourself getting distracted on, you can go ahead and add those to blocked sites. Just go ahead and put them right in there, add the blocked sites, and you can even do something if you really have to focus. You can just have it set to block all of your websites. You can't browse at all that day, or block only websites except those on your allowed list, or only ones that are on your blocked list. But it essentially allows you to skip this maximum time allowed and go instantly to overdrive on the project you're working on. Great tool. Highly recommend this one. The other one that I like to use is a pie chart that allows me to see exactly what websites I've been spending my time on. So this goes hand in hand with the Stay Focused apps plugin. They're two separate extensions. I'm using the word plugin and extension interchangeably here, but really these are all extensions to Google Chrome. And you can see, what am I spending my time on in general? And this is over any period of time I choose to set. So mostly I'm spending my time on Google. Surprise, surprise. That includes sites like Gmail and Google Analytics. Actually, Gmail is separate, but Google Analytics and all of the Google websites. About.com, Unbounce, GoDaddy, Twitter, Comcast. So there's a lot of different websites. Now I have this set to look over a long period of time. I can also set it to look over short periods of time if I prefer. So if you go ahead and click on additional, you get to set the date range. And again, in here I have it set to a specific thing, but if we go into the settings, and I'm going to do that now so you can see how to edit these extensions. If you go into settings and go to extensions, you'll see here are all of my various extensions. I also have the awesome new tab page, which allows me to sort of do a Windows 8 view when I open a new tab in my browser with customized icons. And if I click the unlock button here, I can add new ones or edit ones that I have. So just to come back to the settings here, if I go in and scroll down, for instance, to the timestats beta, it's called timestats, then I get to choose the length of stored history, the idle time, and any domains that I want to be excluded from those statistics. So you really don't need to edit any of this, and you can change the length of stored history if you want. I actually often like to have it set over a 3-day period so it's not so microscopic, more of a general meta view. You might even set it to 7 days. Back here in the settings, you can see these are the names of the different programs. So what you're going to do is go right into Google Chrome Web Store. So again, you can see I have an icon right in here, Google Chrome Web Store. And if I click on this, it's chrome.google.com/webstore, and that will bring me right here. So what I'm going to do is show you the names of these files, and like we saw in another video, if you type in the name in this search box, the extension will come right up and you can click on Add to Chrome. So here are the extensions I recommend: Timestats, Stay Focused, the Slinky Pinterest button if you use Pinterest, SEO Site Tools, Rapportive I showed in the other video, Print with Clean Print, PageRank, Mozbar if you have a pro account, Evernote Web Clipper, so just type in Evernote, Bitly, B-I-T-L-Y, awesome new tab page, and AVG Safe Search, which I believe actually comes when you download the free AVG antivirus online. So that's what I use. These are the extensions, and I recommend you try these out. Go ahead and go to the Google Chrome Web Store and just search for those. So Stay Focused, you can see it automatically fills it in because so many people use that particular extension. And there it is, the I from 2001 Space Odyssey, and you can add that to Chrome and you're good to go. So if you have any questions on those, you can also go in and see details, see reviews, and add your own questions as well when you rate it. That's everything. Thanks for joining me today for this video. Go ahead and do this for yourself.